Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadesh Kwam Jasharala. Greetings to the hopeful elect. Alright, led by the Spirit. We're going through the last video of the night. And led me to the book of Job. We're going through chapter 17, 18, and 19. Chapter 17 starts off with Job prays for relief. Like everybody else who wants to be a hopeful elect should be praying for relief. Okay, let's get edified. My spirit is broken. My days are extinguished. The grave is ready for me. Are not mockers with me? And does not my eye dwell under provocation? Now put down a pledge for me with yourself. Who is he who will shake hands with me? For you have hidden their hearts from understanding. Therefore you will not exalt them. He who speaks flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children will fail. But he has made me a byword of the people, and I have become one in whose face men spit. My eye hath also grown dim because of sorrow, and all my members are like shadows upon me. Upright men are astonished at this, and the innocent stirs himself up against the hypocrite. Yet the righteous will hold to his way, and he who has clean hands will be stronger and stronger. But please, come back again, all of you, for I shall not find one wise man among you. My days are past, my purpose are broken off, even the thoughts of my heart. They change the night into day, the light is near, they say in the face of darkness. If I was for the grave as my house, if I make my bed in the darkness, if I say to corruption, you are my father, and to the worm, you are my mother and my sister, there is my hope. As for me, as for my hope, who can see it? Will they go down to the gates of Sheol? Shall we have rest together in the dust? Basically, he's saying to come out of Babylon, applies to modern days today, unless you want to, inherit, hell and death and destruction. That's what he's saying. Now let's proceed to chapter 18. Bildad the wicked are punished. Then Bildad the Shunite answered and said, How long till you put end to words? Gain understanding, and afterwards we will speak. Why are we counted as beasts, and regarded as stupid in your sight? You who tear yourself in anger. Selakia. Shall the earth be forsaken for you, or shall the rock be removed from its place? The light of the wicked indeed goes out, and the flame of his fire does not shine. The light is dark in his tent, and his lamp beside him is put out. The tents of his strength are shortened, and his own counsel casts him out down, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walks into a snare, and the net takes him by the heel, and a snare lays hold of him, and a noose is hidden for him on the ground, and a trap for him in the road. Terror frightens him on every side, and drive him to his feet. His strength is starved, and destruction is ready at his side. It devours patches of his skin. The firstborn of death devours his limbs. He is uprooted from the shelter of his tent, and they parade him before the king of terrors. They dwell in his tent who are none of his. Brimstone is scattered on his dwelling. His roots are dried out below, and his branch withers above. The memory of him perishes from the earth, and he has no name amongst the renowned. He is driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He has neither son nor posterity amongst his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. Those in the west are astonished at his day, as those in the east are frightened. Surely such are the dwelling of the wicked, and this is the place of him who does not know Elohim. Yeah, basically he's saying that, which in a sense is true, that he who is wicked, he's going to find a way to backslide. He's going to find a way to stumble. He's going to find a way to not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He's going to find a way to he's going to fall in his own trap, like it says here, stumble upon his own feet. You know what I'm saying? And every world that he takes, he'll find a way to plunder. See, because he doesn't know Elohim. Because if he knew him, he would have faith in him. And having faith is believing that he's going to redeem you and recover you and overcoming tribulations. Selah, hallelujah. Now let's proceed with the chapter 19. Job trusts in his Redeemer, which everybody should trust in. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the Redeemer. You know what I'm saying? And that he will pull you through this. Then Job answered and said, How long will you torment my soul and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times you have reproached me. You are not ashamed that you have wronged me, and if indeed I have erred, my errors remain with me. If indeed you exalt yourself against me and plead my disgrace against me, Know, know then that Yahweh Elohim has wronged me and has surrounded me with his net. If I cry out concerning wrong, I am not heard. If I cry out, there is no justice. He has fenced up my way so that I cannot pass, and he has set darkness in my path. He has stripped me of my glory and taken the crown from my head. He breaks me down on every side, and I am gone. My hope he has uprooted like a tree. He has also kindled his wrath against me. And he counts me as one of those of his enemies. His troops come together and build up the road against me. They encamp all around my tent. He has removed my brothers far from me, and my acquaintances are completely strange from me. My relatives have failed, and my close friends have forgotten me. Those who dwell in my house and my maidservants count me as a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I call my servant, but he gives me no answer. I beg him with my mouth. My breath is offensive to my wife, and I am repulsive to the children of my own body. Even the young children despise me. I arise and they speak against me. All my close friends abhor me, and those whom I love have turned against me. My bone clings to my skin and to my flesh, and I have escaped by the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me. Have pity on me, O you, my friends, for the hand of Yahweh Elohim has stroken me. Why do you persecute me as Elohim does, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Or that my words were written, or that they were inscribed in a book, that they were engraved in a rock with an iron pen, and left forever. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and he shall stand at last on the earth. And after after my skin is destroyed, this I know, that in my flesh I shall see Elohim, whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another. How my heart yearns within me. If you should say, how shall we persecute him, since the root of the matter is found in me? Be afraid of the sword for yourself, for wrath brings the punishment of the sword, that you may know there is a judgment. Okay, Salah, hallelujah. Basically, it's saying that no matter what, he's believing that through trial by fire, trials and tribulations, that he will, he believes in his Redeemer, that he will be, refurbished, and justified and redeemed, and so should any hopeful elect. But see, for 2/3 of other people, they don't believe that way. That's why they don't have the strength or the fortitude to proceed with these trials and tribulations and overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't believe in the Most High. The minute the trouble applies to them, they walk away. They fold their tents and they just mope and act like they're the victims, and they just plunder without putting up a fight. But see, the hopeful elect will understand that these are part of trials and tribulations, and you have to fight through them. You have to overcome it. You know what I'm saying? And become a new being. You know what I'm saying? Be renewed in the Holy Spirit. And the ways of Mashiach Yahushai, so that you could obtain the crown, the victory. We're all jobbers. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, where we're all gonna go through trials and tribulations to see that we're worthy. Material of receiving the crown of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it really comes down to. I mean, it's a struggle. You have to fight and resist your carnal means and the devil at the same time, man. And and Esau's kingdom don't help. They promote all kind of wickedness. So you have to overcome this, endure to the end. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of these 3 chapters. You know what I'm saying? And at that note, I hope this was edifying. Glorified be Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadesh. Good night to the hopeful elect, and Shalom.